everyone, welcome back to our last activity today for day 6. Today we're going to be talking about life skills and focusing on safety signs. So I believe it was on Tuesday, you guys watched an introduction to the safety signs videos on Brain Pop Jr. where it talked about different signs that you might see in a community. So today what we're going to do is we're going to learn and talk about 9 different safety signs. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to say the sign and you'll repeat it back after me. After we go through repeating back all the signs, I'm going to talk about where you might see the sign. And then we will repeat the vocab words back again. So as I say the vocab safety sign words, you'll repeat back after me. So we have crosswalk, poison, fire extinguisher, wheelchair, no swimming, don't walk, fire exit, danger, and yield. The first one we're going to talk about is a crosswalk. And where might you see a crosswalk? Well, crosswalks are everywhere. Some of them might be in your neighborhood. We see a lot of them near schools. For those of you that go out on job sites with Miss Cecilia, you practice walking in the crosswalk to get from one place to another. So when you see a crosswalk, that means that that is a safe spot for you to cross the street and to get to the other side. Our next one is poison. So the poison symbol you might see on a lot of cleaning products that maybe your parents use, or even sometimes the stuff that the Lysol spray that we use in class might even have this on here. It's just letting you know that it would be dangerous if maybe it got caught in your eye, or if you swallowed it, or if you inhaled it. So you have to be very careful when you come across products that have this label on it. The next one would be a fire extinguisher. Now, a lot of you might notice that we do see this sign a ton around school. There's one right outside our door that has this symbol called the fire extinguisher, and that's where we would go look if there was a fire. We could try to put it out by using the extinguisher if it was a small one. So you might see those around school, especially the one outside our room, or even different types of places that you might go and visit. The next one is the wheelchair symbol. So that allows us to know that when we see that symbol, it's wheelchair accessible, meaning that if somebody was in a wheelchair, it'd be a safe place for them to use it without getting hurt. You might see these symbols on bathroom stalls, on dressing rooms in the mall, where there's a ramp to make sure that the wheelchair can get up the ramp instead of using the stairs. The next one is no swimming. So you might see a no swimming sign maybe if you go to a pool because a lifeguard might not be on duty, or sometimes even at the beach. So sometimes the water gets dirty or there's bacteria in it where we can't go swimming and it's not safe. So you might see some of those signs posted there allowing you that no swimming is allowed because it's unsafe to go. The next sign is don't walk. So you would see those, especially where you might see a crosswalk symbol. So that alerts the pedestrian, which would be us, that is crossing the street, if it's safe to walk across the street or not. Usually when you see the don't walk, it means that cars are coming and you could get hurt. So you always want to make sure that you're looking to see if it's safe to walk, you would see the walking man, which is a sign that we would discuss later. Or if you see the don't walk sign, it means that it's not safe to walk at that time and you need to wait. The next one is the fire exit. So we also have these around school, especially when we practice a fire drill. That allows us to know that if there was a fire in the building, or a fire maybe in the mall, or a fire in the market, this is where you need to exit and get outside to safety. The next one is danger. Now, normally this sign we don't see a lot, but if there's construction going on, maybe in your neighborhood or down in the city, you might see a danger sign, and that's alerting people that that specific site is dangerous to go near. There could be heavy machinery, there could be people using tools, and they want to make sure that nobody gets hurt. And the last one would be the yield sign. So normally we see a yield sign, most of the time that's red. And that's letting the driver know that they need to slow down a little bit, not specifically come to a complete stop, but just slow down and be aware of your surroundings. Make sure no one's coming, making sure that it's safe to go. So those are the 9 signs that we talked about and learned about today. Next week, we're going to learn and talk about 9 more signs. And then once we're done learning all the signs, we're going to do an activity with them. So that is all the learning for day 6 today, everyone. Remember, there is no school tomorrow on Friday, so you have an extra long weekend to enjoy. I hope you find time to do something that you enjoy doing. Maybe it would be watching a movie with your family. Maybe it would be playing with your dog, Brownie, like Francesca loves to do. Maybe it's coloring. Or maybe you can even write a note to one of your friends and tell them what you've been up to, and you could bring it back to school. If you guys are able to and the weather is nice, I'd like you to get outside and get some fresh air. I know that I'm going to try to go for a walk. So I will see you all back on Monday, and have a great weekend, everyone.